Are we getting? Yep. Use my phone as a battery, like. Welcome to Mud Runners. Yay! That's what we're playing tonight. It did give me a tutorial, but only for the tutorial. It basically forced me to start the tutorial when I first opened it to make sure it was working. Which it may do this again. So bear with me. My God, game, calm down. Oh, okay. I will put the music on. In a little while, because that's a little too a little too much even for me. It's like way right. We have a truck. We have. Oh, am I not given a map? Oh. Am I not allowed a map? I can't. Oh, I have a horn, which somehow is actually powerful enough to cause effect on the air. Oh, F1's the map. Alright, not M. Right, so I've literally got to go here and drive down the road and set my first junction on the right. That's easy enough to do. Rightio. Oh, if I'm in an automatic, yes, I'm in automatic. I'm playing this on keyboard and mouse, so you're aware. This has become free on Epic Games for those of us who don't use Epic Games. And you were like, well, I don't want to have Epic Games. This is one of the... Oh, Jesus, that thing slides. Slides more than they do in real life. Jesus. Handbrake turn on a fucking truck. Yeah. The whole idea of Mud Runners, for anyone who isn't aware, is to... This is the problem I have with keyboard and mouse, is that I'm trying to... Oh, yeah, let's not even do that. I can already see that's a bad option in life. Come on. Can I control this into diff? Don't want it to overpower the blast later. I want it to keep the power down. Is to drive a truck. And the whole idea, you might think, oh, well, how's that any different than Euro trucks? I have a similar, I prefer to... The idea is you are given the opportunity to try out driving in terrains which are not advantageous for standard driving. So you've got off-road driving. So you're dealing with all the problems that come with off-road driving, which is that you are trying to drive a truck or any number of off-road vehicles, mainly trucks, in an off-road environment and dealing with the problems that occur through doing so. Hello. Opposite to what I need. There you go, lad. So I'm doing this on keyboard and mouse. I have actually played Mud Runners before on console. Yes, dirty console. V. Right. Is that... Oh, they're my wedge lines. If I want to wedge line myself to, like, let's say that there, or any other number of points, I can wedge line my vehicle to. F1 navigate. It wants me to go from here to where? Where are we going? Right, we have... Right, we're going to need to come down the main road, come across hopefully this isn't a bridge. Hopefully this is just an intersecting road, and we can then go down this road. It's not our first, but our secondary left, and then I'll nab it once I'm in where we're going. Right, yeah, I get the. Don't get me wrong. I do like the. No, we're not driving this in first person. Screw that. That is like hardcore mode. That is hardcore mode, so we're not doing that. I was about to say I can put it in automatic, but I don't really want to. Oh no, don't do that. That is. Yeah, that's stowing out my engine block. While I try to figure out how I'm going to navigate this thing. Come on, Beastie. Come on. You can do it, lass. You can do it. Give that 1+ extra acceleration. So the whole concept is it's kind of a puzzle game in a sense. And this might seem a bit odd going, what do you mean a puzzle game? The puzzle is you've got to work out how you're going to maneuver a vehicle through a terrain which is not ideal and not get stuck. That's the whole concept of the game. So the puzzle is how do you resolve the issues what are presented through the terrain issues. So for example, when we first came through it was getting rather muddy, and as you can see, I am already getting rather stuck, and I've got a big heavy weight on the front of my truck, and we may end up having to tow this out of this ditch. I'm hoping not. We'll just try to avoid the dirt altogether and go on the hard bit of soil which hasn't been driven through about 100 odd times with trucks going over. Yeah, we'll just take out the bushes and use the bit of solid ground here so we can get on the tarmac. No one's coming the other ways, are they? No nutters driving down the road. Nope. Yes, I wasn't stopping. I'm not too worried or anything. It's me. I ain't going to feel it. They're going to feel it. Yeah, and then we're on our merry way now. Oh, god damn this gearbox. Get going. Right. We've got an intercepting road we're driving to now. Is this our interception? Yes, this is our intersection here. But because of this factor, you've kind of got... That's the interesting thing of it. You've got multiple ways to come across to resolve these problems. So there's more... There is replayability in the sense that you can replay this game quite a bit. I would recommend playing this with a controller over the keyboard and mouse, because I have, as I said, played it with both. And I'm massively not a fan of driving in any PC game. Especially not with keyboard and mouse. They're a nightmare. There's life coming up here. So yeah, I might throw the music back on. I will tone it down a little bit because it is a little bit on the intense side of let's go. Do it. Yeah, that was a bad choice in life. Did I just take out? No, I just made my car, not my truck, very unhappy. What is wrong with my truck? I only bumped it mildly and it's like, now it's like spitting fumes like no man's business. Right. Yeah, there was mistakes made here called... Let's go all the way around this little block in here, then we can do a U-turn off the block. Jesus Christ. It was not that bad. My God, truck. End of the world, eh? Only bumped it mildly. It's like, bloody hell. There's been cosmetic damage. God damn you, truck. I will probably keep doing handbrake turns because that seems to be the best way to turn this thing on a dime. Yeah. Right, we're just going to keep moving through. This is kind of the tutorial mission, so this one's not really what we call challenging. It's more just getting you used to the idea of driving the truck and all the... Oh, come on. This is what it's going to say. All right, you have to get in these vehicles and move them out the way, innit? Ah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. They even tapped the wind mirrors. Right, now we're back on this terrain. We need to go back into this and go into... Alright, we're going to do a bit of this in first person here, which I really don't like driving this in first person in some ways because you cannot, for the life of you, see what the hell's going on in some ways. But I think you kind of meant to play it in that sense. Is it this turn here? I don't really want to get stuck on this terrain. If I just follow this round, that's what we need to do. Right, there we go. That's my objective over there. As you can hear, I think I might have fractured the fuel tank. And it's landing the fuel on top of the exhaust. But even if it did that, it wouldn't explode and spark like that. Because it's like, it's a diesel truck. It's kind of like, how are we getting flames and sparks? I'm not a mechanic, but it's a little bit unusual for a... oh, bollocks. You blighter. You blighter. You right, old blighter, say. You right, old blighter. Yeah, I hit a tree, so what? Keep forgetting it's in reverse. That's the other way round. Oh, bloody hell, my brain. Yeah, give me a second for my brain to stop being a smooth brain. Just power it, power it, power it, power it, power it, power it, power it. Give it some, lad. Give it some. Just wraggle that thing around where we need it. Turn the beastie's wheels around, and then we can just reverse this straight into the jobby. No, other way. There we go. Now we're dealing with trailer mechanics, which I hate trailers. Because they're weirdly beasts. As you can see. It's like, where I want it to go, it's just not where it's going to go, is it? Right, reverse. Oh, we've got a problem, Houston. Can anyone work out what's going wrong here? Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah, tow hook it. Yeah, bugger it. V, tow it. There. Right. I'd rather tow that over. V. How do I, So he's not told me how to use the tow hook. Which is a little bit naughty of it. That's scared the local wildlife off. So you can stop laughing and mocking me, my inability to know how to use a tow hook in a game. They're angles. That's my trailer. Can I not visually see the... I thought I could actually look at the back of the trailer. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Tow that to that. Now, can we just tow the trailer? You exit. We will work it out. Let's just have a quick look on control. Make life a little easier. Key for diff lock, which doesn't matter on this truck because we don't have a diff lock. The trailers, navigate chart, V, Y for text chart. So if you want to play online with people. Horn, headlights are H, spaces for park brake. Winch is F for pull, right. Come on, pull me out, pull me out, pull me out, pull me out. Disconnect. Let's go back to... Put this back in reverse and pull this swine out of position before I get it too dug in. Yeah, I've made a right old pig ear of that. Alright, we'll just have to do a U-turn in there rather than trying to be smart about it and trying to get a U-turn set up outside of that little zone. Let's spin it round through there and then tow it round. Do a 3-point turn in this little back bit. Yeah. Me and my hatred of reverse shall do what we can. I really want the trailer to go the opposite way to what I'm going at, which is, this is what I mean, I hate trailers because they don't make bloody sense. It's like, yeah, we'll make them do some reversing. That'd be real funny. Oh, yeah, I really hate reversing. Do not know how I'm managing this, but whatever, I ain't complaining too much. Let's jump back here. Can I winch on something like that and then just... I have read a right pig's ear of this. Going over there. Really does not want it really does not want to go where I want it to go. Put that there. Some people may call this cheating, what I'm about to do, but it is not cheating in my opinion. Let's try to do this. So I need to go... Just trying to tow this mess round. I just need to go front way round. Am I making this harder than I need to? Probably. I'm looking at this and thinking, am I being a big idiot? Probably. This is nothing new for me, really. It really isn't. Get going. Come on. 100-point turn. Get going, get going, get going, beastie. quick. It's digging in. It is digging in big time, which is not a good sign for us, but get them wheels turned over so we can get over there. Reverse it, reverse it, reverse it. That little more. That's what we want to see. Turn them all the way over. Can I tow onto that? Nope. Oh, we have a problem, Houston, do we not? Let's just tow that around there. That's where I found out I can't. Nah. Nope. 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 That's what I want. Just that little bit of nudging just to get it moving. Is that because the trailer end's being a swine and getting stuck on stuff? Yeah, it is, ain't it, boys and girls? There used to be nice ground here, now it's just a big mud pit. Yeah, pretty much. Get going, get going. Yeah. I truly got this nice and wedged. Probably looking at it. Let's get this around as best as we can. Try to 3-point this into this corner. Get round, get round, get round. Good little bit of a mud pit here. Come on, Beastly. Come on. Come on, yellow little bit later. Reverse it out again. Throw it in front. It's that trailer getting stuck on it, innit? Really is getting stuck at that back end, innit? And the problem with that is it's digging me more and more into the ground, and I am getting into a right old mess. That's for that reason. It's spin that all the other way round. Spin that all the way opposite again. Let's just pull that way. Let's just push that back as much as we can. Keep pulling this round as best as I can to get it at least somewhat where I need it. Problem is I can't tow hook the actual trailer around that corner. Which is part of the problem, isn't it, boys and girls? Get going. I want this thing out of this mud pile at the moment. I really don't care for anything else other than get it out of the mud pile. I've got this thing which seriously stuck in here, and I need it out. See, the problem is... Ooh, there we go. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Come on. And as we can see now, I can wedge onto this, and then I can drag the beast out of that hole I've just made for it. It's free. It's free at last. Now the problem is, we can't get the trailer out of that hole because it's stuck in there big time. Oh, boys and girls, what do we do now? Oh, this is an interesting problem we've announced ourselves into. Can I just hook this on if I go back into this hole? Can I just... It is just tearing the ground up like no man's business, that. Forgotten what we clicked on to attach the... Have we got this one? Yeah, let's just drag it over here. Just use wenches to get this thing about. I think what we'll do is we'll reset this one because it's to the point where I can't technically get into the point where I was trying to, but we'll throw music on and I will I wish it was more fucking chill music, to be honest. Let's go and get this sorted then. I was actually on the wrong side of the road the whole time then. When I was in the British mentality, I'm on the left-hand side of the road. That was not intentional, honestly. Bloody hell. Right, I gotta remember. Try to avoid hitting posts. They do not result in good conclusions for us. Bad things happen when we hit posts. Use power, get through here as quick as possible. Get going. Get going. And so we don't have diff lock, which is kind of problematic with a truck because diff lock is very handy. What has actually done us a favour then, clean all my tyres off. Ooh, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Aye, aye. Nice, lovely, calm game to just play along and enjoy just the mechanics there. So I'm not talking an awful lot. I'm kind of just enjoying the game for what it is and the challenges involved in it, and not really getting the benefit of having a nada. Because I'm more focused on not cocking it all up. Which clearly I'm not doing very well, because I'm getting myself stuck in holes and going, alright. Oh, so just click on it as long as it's, oh my bloody idiot, oh. Aren't I a bit special? Having another special day. I just ballsed up. Somebody's front lawn's about to get the fence knocked out. Clean all my wheels off anyway. Let's go there. But the comical thing is the actual trailer has better mud tyres than what I'm using on the actual truck. If you look at it, I've just got standard road tyres on this truck, and it's like, oh yeah, proper mud tyres on the fucking on the trailer. It's like, I call shenanigans. Keep it mooching. Let's keep it mooching. Yes, there we go. There we go. Snake it through the mud, so you can cut through the mud a little easier. And get the beastie up on the ground. Come on, come on. There we go. Let's just get a moochie on. There we go, Alio. Do a lot better than last time, to say the least. Especially since we've not had to not crashed. That's always a good fucking sign. But as I said, the problem with this is because you're using a keyboard and mouse. I am literally just pressing and holding W rather than a control where I've got a bit of trigger. So at least I can ease it off and manipulate it a little nicer, personally. But hey ho, I will use what I can as an excuse for my incompetent play of a game I've not played on PC. The unwieldiness of a trailer. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's spin this beastie round. There we go. Happy days, I say. I wish we get to drive down Wooders tarmac. Another thing is literally pulling me over there. Get me over here. If I don't make the same mistake I just did last time, which is the... yeah, that's right. Making slightly a few BBs. Because a lot of this, you can kind of get into a point where in this game it's more the challenge of how quick can you do it and how quick. So it's giving me a good amount of revs, that's for damn sure. I wish it would keep going when you're on your map, because it's kind of annoying when I'm doing stuff like that and I'm trying to navigate. And I also think it's like, can I not have like a little map that will pop up on my right shoulder just so I can have a look, have a quick gander at. Oh bloody hell! Get going, get going, get going. Because it's clearly designed for you to do a U-turn here, and I kind of balls that up big time. Bring that round, bring that round, bring that round. Straighten the beastie up over here. Once we're nice and straight like we are. Control the reverse as best we can, keep it straight as possible. There we go. Come on, come on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Come on. Come on, beastly. Get over there. I hate reversing. I hate reverse driving. It's a nightmare. Let's get that over here. No, we just... Sure, I got the wrong way. What is it with this bit of land here? Jesus. Get going. Come on. Get some traction in you. Straighten it up a little bit. Bring it forwards again. Yeah. Detach trailer. Take the beast away from it. Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah, a few things I didn't do very well. Right, we're going to start with that because, yeah, we'll start with the big road. Right, let's see how we go, boys and girls. Let's see how we go. Probably not very well. Install. What? Oh, yeah. Game, why can't you just be like, you know, let's just tell him what he needs to do. No. You need to... That's a fuel tank. That's just general thingy trailer. Fuel tank. Let's go on the little AC thing. It's never good when you start and the vehicle you're in is literally already getting stuck and the only thing it's done is literally drive a few yards. We're going to use this, have a little bit of a scout with this. I don't know if we can technically get back with this. The game's not holding my hand whatsoever. Lumber mill, 8 of 0. I do find that there is some stuff up here, so I want to make... Oh, no. Just we're just going to go down the road down there. Let's turn the diff lock off. We don't really need it. Get ourselves in first, and then go into secondary first. Then put finger diff lock on. Go back into first. All wheels. How do I use all my wheels? Give me all my wheels. Have my diff lock. XZC. R. My little horn. How do we go into 4-wheel mode? That's the real question here, boys and girls. 4-wheel mode. Let's have a quick look. Options. Control. 4-wheel drive. All wheels are E. Right. Oh, much nicer when you've got 4-wheel drive and an off-road. Why on earth you'd be driving it in 2-wheel drive, even in the first place, to get down there is beyond me. Like, oh, you dare go down that hill. You're not getting that stuck. Let's have a little wander round. It's not that bad round here, to be honest, that this thing can't get about. It's a little scout car. Whoa, Lanny. Get it on some solid ground. The thing just like, way, I'm away. Really is just like, I'm off. It's off to have a fucking merry way, little Lanny. It's like, get going, Lanny. Ah. So that's the thing. I can see the enjoyment of owning a Land Rover if you do off-road driving. If you're driving it on the road, the enjoyment isn't really the same. You're buying it more because you want a Land Rover, which there's no problem with that. You know, each their own. I personally prefer having stuff what's a little bit more about a little bit more kind of a comfortable to drive on the road, and more about kind of the driving experience of what you experience on the road, rather than having something what's designed for off-road purposes, because a lot of them are very top-end heavy sway and can be a bit kind of like driving a truck, and even a truck's nicer than driving Land Rovers in some ways, because you can kind of understand why a truck has a really crap turning circle. A Land Rover, you just got a really crap turning circle because they're designed like a giant off-roading box to be stable on off-road things. They're not very nimble in the sense of getting around bends, and the turning circles are usually a pain in the arse. Where do I want to go here? Is this... Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we want to nip round here. I'm doing this so I can unlock the vehicles. Oh, shiggers. Get that over there. I've knocked over the little baby pine. The pine's like... Right, let's get going then. Keep moving. Keep making our way through. We've got diff lock there. Differential lock. Fancy terminology. What's that actually mean? It's something to do with the way the power's put onto the wheels, and how you have different power from the front and the rear wheels, and you can kind of lock them to be the same. Right, we've got two vehicles here, which I'm just going to go and unlock. Basically, I just need to get near it, like that. And near that one, which is a little scouting truck. Oh no! Stop engine, change vehicle. Let's go in the BT. This thing's full of fuel, so this is kind of a rescue vehicle. So this one's fine. We'll take this one back. It's a little bit smaller than that. All wheels, please. A little small off-roader. That, on the other hand, is not really. It's not really an off-roader, because that's one of the things you'll find in this game is if you are a vehicle enthusiast, especially a military vehicle enthusiast. There's quite a few things in this game where you'd be like, oh, I know what that is, and that is, oh, and that, and, you know, all etc. I'm a little bit kind of, I'm more interested in firearms than I am in, like, trucks and tanks and all the rest of it. To me, they're just things what have big guns stuck on them, and I'm more interested in the big gun than the actual thing it's stuck to. That's just a mode of transport. It's 4 wheels and an engine block. What else do I need to know? Diff lock locked, always. It's always got diff lock, this thing, Jesus. As I said, this is a little rescue vehicle, what you meant to send out, because it's got all the fuel in it. It's designed as, like, right, if you need to take this thing and put fuel in it, then you can. And then we've got, like, a logger carny thing and a few other things. You may be going, why are you doing this? Because, unfortunately, what else have we got? Logging mills there. Logging station, fueling station. I kind of want to go and drop this off at the fueling station, to be fair with you. So what I might end up doing is dropping this off at the fueling station. There's a big fuel truck there, never mind. And coming back with it. But what I might do is drop it off and just tow it along behind whatever I'm actually driving as a little, like, emergency get it out of trouble vehicle. Especially if I'm doing logging. Let's head back because I need to get a logging mill vehicle and head over to the timber yard. This was more of an exploration to get ourselves some little vehicles, which I've got to say was a success, clearly, because we have ourselves a little off-roading truck. We've left Lanny back behind because I don't really care for the Lanny, I'll be honest with you. It's a fun little vehicle to use, but it's kind of a little bit out of its depth out here. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get stuck very easy. It's like, yeah, give me something like this. This small little truck is like, just scampering around. It's like, this is nice. This is a nice little drive for me. You're in a little scout car. It's like, oh, dodge the trees. Dodge the tree. This thing's out. Oh, it's a tree what's fell off. Oh, I'll just go over it. It's not as good as some of the really big trucks in this game, which when you get them ones, they are just like, oh, what's going to stop it? Oh, a river. That's the most what can stop it is a really deep fucking river and things like that. And you're just like, oh, you evil developers. But no, we've had shooters all week, so I felt like when I saw this on Epic Games, I was like, oh, I've got to stream this because this is quite a chill little game to play, and it is one of those games you can kind of zone out while playing rather than being like focused on what's going on. You're more like, all right, just zone out and just enjoy the game for what it is, and just kind of go about. You can actually technically like listen to audiobooks and podcasts and stuff like that while playing something like this. It's not really the most intuitive game to observe and watch, unfortunately, in some ways, because it is just such a chill game. It's more one of those games you sit back and have an adder and a chat with somebody while you're playing it, or when they're playing, you're just watching it. And if they get stuck, you kind of start going, oh, I want to fucking fix that for them, and you want to have a go to fix it up. But that's just me. I have itchy fingers, man. I'm like, I've got to do stuff. Now I've got my head round some of the mechanics, I'm a little bit more comfortable with what's going on. We are going to tow hook this thing. With the lumber truck, which is what I'm going back to go and pick up now. I am not trying to 5-star any of these missions. Where I'm just simply doing what I can, which is, oh buggers, get a bloody tree in the way. Is just basically move this thing through where we need to, grab the actual lumber truck, get some lumber timber on it, and then head over to one of the lumber yards. Unfortunately, this game is it can get very repetitive very quickly on the maps because it's kind of like repeat the same thing over and over. So when you kind of do it the first time, you're like, right, that's fun. The second time, it's a little harder because the terrain's been torn up. But you're doing the same route and stuff, so it has a little bit of that kind of repetitive nature to it, which is kind of the problem. Which is not too bad if you play smart about how you do stuff. Which is kind of where you get into like the speedrunners mentality and stuff, which is kind of the thing. Oh, this is the garage. I would like to get this thing fixed up if you don't mind. Because this is my little get me out of trouble vehicle. Yeah, there we go. How do I advanced? Advanced? Right, we're going to go on this. That's what we want. When the lumber cart, we want the crane support and the fire. We just want the lumber yard on the back of it. We want to be able to carry timber. That is our main thing. I think that's it. It wants me to do with this. Right, I'm allowed to drive now, at last. Talk that on. Stop engine. Let's just stop the engine so I can do advanced settings. Start engine. I can't do anything more to this, so let's just tow up that onto that, and let's make our mooch. Because that's now following me, so I can then get on with what I need to. Let's just bring that in a bit tighter. Because I don't like how loose that is behind us. Let's just bring that in. Yeah, about this. I'm going to bring this in, and we're going to go to the lumber yard, which is down here, down this way. Hopefully we don't have any issues. It doesn't seem too terribly muddy. Keyword doesn't seem too terribly muddy, but just because it doesn't seem too bad, it's not going to stay like that. So I'm not going to rev the hell out of this thing and overcook it, which is currently what I am doing. Get down to that speed. Because this thing is just eating the soil like no man's business. I feel like I'm doing less damage on automatic drive than I do on when I'm not. If I change off all wheels and just made it so it's just rear wheel drive, might be the better option. Don't really need front wheel drive at the moment. That's just doing extra digging and damage to the soil, which we don't really need. Just hoping, mind you, but it's the consequences. It's doing more harm than good. Right, we need to have a quick look on the map. Lumberyard's down here. Let's go down to the lumber mill, see what we can pick up. Because we may end up having to come all the way back for the lumber timber. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I can just shove it on this. And then we'll do the final run probably with the other truck. Because this thing's just like a little bit small, to be honest. But it's ironically, in some ways, it's better to use the smaller trucks for certain aspects because they're less likely to get stuck. Let's just throw the diff lock on. The main thing with the diff lock is it burns more fuel, but it also causes issues with overheating the. You can overheat it and damage the truck through diff lock. E and diff lock off. Differential lock back on. Let's go for these big puddles. Let's get this off. Turn the diff lock off again because we don't need it on. And we don't need it on. I don't want it on. I'll probably put that on again and that on because we're going up this little incline. Put diff lock on again. There we go. Really makes not. Oh, it is making a mild difference to fuel consumption. Oh, it was definitely. It does definitely eat a lot more fuel, as you can see. Let me have a quick look. Where's this lumberyard? How are we best to get into the lumberyard? Look of it, I'd say this bit here, but I have an uncomfortable feeling it wants me to go through this. On the left there. Oh, this is not a good scenario to be in. It's not as bad here. There we go. There we go. Let's move through here. No, there. You can see it there. Alright. Knock over a few trees. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it. Bring it through. I'm probably damaging the vehicle behind me for pulling it through all this stuff as well, and I'm not being very mindful of it. Oh, it seems to be doing a lot better than we're doing, so not too terribly bad. Drive. I'll have it drive. Can I not put timber on this? Is this what we're finding out now? Is like I've not got the requirements to put timber on my truck. Alright, I can't with this because it's not got the appropriate loadout. That's fine by me. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We learn a little bit. We're going to move up to here to watch point 1. No, we don't want that. No. Logging cage, unavailable. Spare wheel, not available. Right. Let's head over there with this then. We know we're heading. This is a timber truck. What I may end up doing is bringing that other truck right the way back once I've done that, and go and put a fuel tank on it and use that as a fueling truck. Because I have a really bad feeling I'm going to need it to for the lumber mill. There is fuel in the little truck behind it, which is very handy. It's kind of that's the emergency vehicle, but what I might do is tow that onto this thing. So then this thing is just a monster of a fucking truck. I really want to have to take this one out because this thing is just a beast of a vehicle. And because it's such a fucking beast, it is just like eating the ground up and all the rest of it. But hopefully when I get there, I can use it, get some logs on it, and when we can head over to where we need to with it. but only time will say. The reason why I'm going to be using all of its features, rather than like with the other one where I was like, alright, I don't want to use four-wheel drive, is it's flipping heavy. It is not a happy bunny. Hopefully I can put the logging stuff on this. If not, the game is being a bit of a swine in that sense. But I'll only find out in a little while. Once we get there, so we'll just we'll make our way there nicely and going. A little bit of a beast of this thing is. You gotta remember, these things are not. It might not look that big. This thing, the game's kind of makes it very hard for people to see fully the scale and size of something like this, because you look at the guy inside of it, he didn't look that big even with him inside of it, I don't think. But these things are real fucking monsters of trucks. You have to be, if you're doing a lot of off-road driving, you do get kind of a bit monstrous. These are kind of the small beginning trucks as well. Oh, bollocks. Get going. Get over there. Just get up on the hill. It's the easier way, is just go around the edge of it. Rather than getting ourselves stuck in it, let's just get round it. Differential lock off. I'll keep the differential lock on because it's clearly helping a lot with traction control. Oof, these things are beasts. Get going. Get going, lass. Get going. It's alright. Come on. Just choose through the earth, just trying to get up this hill. Oh my god. Goodness gracious. As I said, I'm probably going to end up using that other truck as a fueling truck for this, looking at it. So we'll see how far I can pull this before I need to refuel the blighter, because it is just like, yeah. This thing is going to be eating fuel like no man's business the way it's already going. We'll probably end up leaving the other truck back where it is currently, and as I said, I want to take the little truck with it, just to keep fueling. This thing might be the worthwhile dabber with that, because it is like a little fueling truck. But to be honest, I might just leave it behind. I don't know. It has got fuel in it, so what I might end up doing is using the fuel in it to fuel this beast now. So at least it's fully fueled with all the lumber on it, and then I can then make the route I need to make sure I get where I need to. Is that where I'm going? Yeah, there's where we're going. Of course, there's not an actual path carved out yet for this, for some unusual reason. See, I thought this had the timber requirements. It apparently doesn't, which is I'm a little bit salty about, because I'm like, what the hell, game? This truck can't carry any loads. Bollocks! These are 2 timber lobs. Is this not the Oh, is it? Oh, this is where I've got to bring the timber. Dumbass. Oh, I'm an idiot. Am I an idiot? I'm an idiot. Right. Change trucks. Yeah, we've changed back to the other ones. We've brought that there anyway, which is generally a good thing for us. Right. We've got to go to the watch point. So what we'll do is, because I don't want to lose my little fueling truck behind me. Not that I'm running out of fuel anytime soon on this thing. Scrape it up a little bit, just get the paintwork up a little bit. Headlights would be nicely advantageous. Let's make our way through here. I'm going to head to the watch point up ahead, because I want to find out where potential. Oh, come on, what? 4 damage from a twig. I'm a truck, boys. I'm a motherfucking truck. Trucks on. You talking about timber? It's like, ugh. Apparently there's a watch point somewhere around here, or watch tower. That's what we need to get eyes on what the hell we're doing with out here. For some unusual reason, my guy has no idea. And I've now driven into a pond. Oh, lovely game. Oh, aren't you a marvelously horrible thing to do to me is put me in a little lake. Get me out of the lake. Thank you. Yeah, rule one in Mud Runners: don't go off-roading like this because it gets very hairy very quickly because a lot of the you're all right as long as you're going through dead timber. Living timber, a little harder to cut your way through. But we are cutting through it. That is a big lake, and I'm driving past it in this thing in the dark, right, being able to see. And my other little truck's getting battered behind me because of it. Get me over here. That seems a little bit less like there's trees over here. Is he still behind me? Yes, he is. Good. Right, what the hell am I now? Bloody hell. Right, we're between watch points at this moment in time. I realistically want to go there. That's going to give me a direct route to where I need to go, which is what we need to do. And then I can go from this watch point to the next watch point and then get eyes on what the hell we're doing out here and get some actual routes tried out. That's kind of what you're meant to do with the scouting corps, is go through the map and try to find everything you need to find, rather than doing what I'm doing, which is quite clearly not what you're meant to do. Oh, bloody hell, it's getting... This is marshland, isn't it? I've just drove into a fucking minefield of marsh. Come on, beastie, you can get up. Come on. It's too heavy, this thing. It's getting stuck in it. Thing behind will be alright. That thing's light enough to get through this stuff. Alright, let's just... Come on. I know for a fact you can get out of this. I just want to get this little blighter out the way so it's not in the same position as the other one was in. As I said, it's marshland this, so this thing should be alright. As soon as it gets out from the tracks of the other one, which is what it is doing now. It's a little military scouting truck. It's like, yeah, this thing's designed for this type of terrain a little easier than that. Notice it's got a load of diesel in the back of it. It can scout this quite easy. So what I ended up doing is coming back with this to then go and pick that up. Oh, that's where the 4 damage came along. That's what it hit. It hit my little baby truck. Come on, baby truck. You can do it. You can do it, baby truck. I know you can do it. Come on, where's the lights for this? I really could do with some lights. H, yeah, flipping it. That's it I need to do. We weren't far off it. We really weren't far off the watchtower. But we made it. We made it in a little scout truck. The big truck couldn't make it. It just couldn't do it. The terrain was just that little too difficult for it to get around on. Get over there. Come on. Yes! That's what we're talking about. Right. Oh, stop. Handbrake on. Right, let's go over there and find out what we need from this one. And then once we've done that, we will then... Oh my god, no. We've got a load of fucking log state. Yeah, we do definitely need to... Once we've done this, we'll come back for it. We'll get the big truck. We'll get this back on the road. Mark up where the road is with this, and then figure out how we're going to get the big truck out there to it. Come on. I think I might need to go on the first drive. Get it all wheels going. Need to get out of this marshland real bad. That's the problem with this, is it's all marsh ground. So if you get on the hard stuff, you're all right. But as soon as you're on the, that's why all the trees out there. It's marshland. It's sodden ground, soaked with so much water, and plants just cannot and are not fucking growing in it. And it's like, oh no, not good. So it's like, oh, well, why not make a route across this? Because if you make a route across this sodden land, you are going to very quickly find out the actual consequence of trying to drive across sodden ground. It's like, it's a really bad idea, to say the least. It is a bad idea, may we say. Yeah, I'm going to go over the trees game. That's not going to be a fun scenario for us. Get up, get up, get up. Come on, lass, come on. Get over there. Through there. There we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, lass. No, 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 no. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Get going, get going, get going. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, come on. There we go. Get going. And yes, I know this technically does not help in any sense of the word by saying that stuff. It just makes me feel bad. Alright. Right, we're going to get going. We're out of the thingy. We have found the road. We have actually found the pathway again. Ironically, this is the path here. So what I know where the path is now. That's a good start. What I might do is follow the path around so I can find the route in the... Which might be a little easier to get in the... let's have a look. It's right for these trees. It's not far away, but there might be an easier route, but might also be... The problem with the day-night cycle in this game is it makes it harder the longer you take, because as soon as it gets night time, as you can see, visibility becomes very much more difficult. Oh, I'm so glad I went round this edge. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now we just need to get the sodden truck out of the situation that one is in. But to be honest, I'm kind of happy to keep going with this little truck for the time being. As it's doing me so well, it's like, right, let's just keep scouting with this till we can get out. We'll follow the pathway, and then we'll as soon as we get into territories I don't know, or getting too far away from the path route found, then yeah, we'll deal with it. We're gonna make our way down to the pathway and follow that round for a little bit. Come on, Beastly, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it, little Beastly. Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you. Come on. Yeah, because on this terrain, that other truck is far, far better for it than this thing is. It's a little bit better for doing these deeper, heavier routes than this thing. But as you've just seen, in sodding and off-road ground, this thing is a lot better because it can deal with the more difficult terrain. Whoa. We do not want to flip this thing over because we will have to then go and get another vehicle to rescue our little rescue mobile, maybe say. That is the job of this truck, is to rescue other trucks. It is the rescue mobile. Oh, no. No. Get going, get going, get going, get going, get going. Right, we're nowhere near that point yet, so no worries about that. Get going, get going, get going. Just going to dig it through. Come on, come on, get up there. There we go, there we go. And we're just going to keep making our little bit of a mooch throughout the area. Oh, we've got a little bridge as well. There we go. We're just going to keep mooching along as we do. Come on, little Beastly. Oh, she's happy. She's got traction and she's on ground. She isn't like trying to dig through the fucking earth. Oh, and then back into the wood. It looks like that. Oh, you had a momentary happiness, a momentary moment of happiness. It was like, oh my god, there's solid ground. Yeah, get me on here. This seems like solid ground than that. Stay on the edge here. The ground's a little bit more solid for this little thing. It's like that. Yeah, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Ground hasn't been chewed to hell and back. Jesus. This Beastly is moving like she does. Let's go off here. This seems like a little off route. No, it ain't. We're getting there. We're getting close to it. I don't know how far off we are. We're not far off it. That was possibly a route in. There's a better route in there. See it? See the marker? There we go. There we go. Yes! Made it. Lovely. Right. I'm going to pop this down to this garage, and then we are going to go back and get the other truck, which we got stuck back in the soil back here. And then we are going to make our way round with said truck to this location, which I just need to get the final watchtower for, and then we can see what the hell we're doing out here. Right, there we go. Just need to get down this little route here. Let's make our way down. Happily doing, happily doing, happily doing. I'll say we are in a happily doing hit moment here. Just going to keep mooching it along as we do. Come on, come on. I know you can do it, little trucky. Come on. Now my poor bloke's going to have to walk all the way back to that other truck just to get it out of the situation it was in. I don't want to change my truck. I want to... How do I do weird and wonderful things to my truck other than hit T? V. F1. We're going to go and change over to this truck. It is now stuck, right and truly stuck in a situation we do not want it in. But we can get over there and then move from there to there. We can get ourselves to the logging station and make our way to the watchtower from there. This may end up being not a fun fucking situation to be in. As I said, she got stuck good and truly out here. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. This is problematic, boys and girls. This is what we call a complete and utterly stuck truck. Can do a rescue mission with another vehicle, potentially. But she is moving. She is moving very, very slowly. Might be worth taking the diff lock off, to be honest. Turn the diff lock off, please. I just want to figure out how to turn off the diff lock, and I've forgotten. Let's try, let's try. She is getting out slowly, mind you. It's not fast, it's not fast. But she is getting somewhere. Keyword, somewhere. Not very quick. Not anywhere rapid. Oh my god, thank god my towing rope is big enough to get me out. I did take out a tree doing that. Environmentalists may not be happy with me now for doing that. Oh my god, driving a diesel truck and cutting down trees is kind of, you know, it's renewable. It's renewable energies and renewable resources, but still, I'd imagine they get kind of upset about it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We just had to get out of that little bit of a situation, and we are sitting pretty, boys and girls. What are we sitting? Pretty. Right, oh, pretty. And then we'll plot our route back. And no, we're not going across the timber yard to do... No, no, no. Don't tell me I've just... No, 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 no. I need to get up on that hill. I just got myself sodden again. Come on, Beastly. You can get out. You can get out. If you can get out, you're alright. If you can get out. Come on. That's the key to this. If we can get it out, we're alright. There we go. There we go. There we go. We see. We see. We see. We see. We're going. We're going. We're going. Come on. Unfortunately, I think we used the watchtower as a route. I don't think we're allowed to use that as a There we go. We are making a mud mess of this. Right old mess. She's just chewing through the earth like no man's business here. Really don't want to have to bring my little truck out here to tow that up onto that hill there just to get this out, but I might have to looking at it. She's not moving happily or easily. And because we've got like no tow points near us, we are in a sticky one. We got away last time with a little tree, and I got cocky and forgot about the issues what were. Right, come on. Come on. Wriggle your way through. Wriggle your way through. Wriggle your way through. She's mowing away through the dirt, that's for sure. Mow it through the earth. Mow it through the earth. Come on. Some people may say there's a point where you must give up and just kind of surrender to say, yeah, that thing is stuck good and truly, but I don't think we're at that point yet. She's not moving, she ain't moving fucking quick, but she is moving, and that, to me, says there's an opportunity to get the thing out. Just need to catch it on the hardened earth on the left. I think that's the problem we're doing, is we're trying to push it into the soil bags, as you can see there, rather than onto the more flatter ground to the right. It's not a lot of movement, but it's better than nothing. do feel like we might have to bring out the little truck to come and save the day, but we'll see. There's one last little ditch attempt trying to get this thing somewhat on that solid ground there. Because that's the point, I can't tow the biter out to get her on there. To get her out of the situation she's in. I made a decent Trent, so if I ever want a Trent out here, I've got one. So it's too bad I can't just tow off of that at the back there. The game's like, no, you cannot tow off that. We're not yet. We're just that little bit too far away from it. We are getting somewhere with it, mind you, but it's like, right, I need to stay on the higher ground and try to be a bit more mindful of the ground I'm on. She is getting there. Oh, there we go, there we go. Bloody hell, that has took me way too long to get her out of that. But that's part of this game, it is doing that, getting yourself into situations and getting yourself out of them when you make a bit of a boo-boo. Oh, let's stay off that. Stay by the trees. Remember, trees mean solid ground. We know the ground's sodden, so stay where the ground is not sodden. Not eat up all my fuel supplies trying to do that. Let's follow this one. This trail will show me where I need to go. Look at the speed and the power of it when it's on fucking solid ground. Jesus. When you give it solid ground, this thing is happy as it comes. It's like, wait, I'm on solid ground. Yeah, I'm on diff lock. That's what that did that. We're on a fucking path here, boys and girls. We are actually on a path. We are, that's logging mill, that's the watch point, that's what we want. I really want to get that watch point. I really don't want to do it with this bloody truck, mind you. Let's not try to get this thing stuck in the trees. Get it going. This is where the scout core comes in really handy because it's so much smaller than the trucks. Doing stuff like this. Tow point. There. Actually, no, well, looking at it, we're probably better off going that way. Oh no, pull it back, pull it forwards. Go, 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 go. Nice, 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 nice. Ah. Get over there. Come on. Get me out of it. Get me out of here. Right. I can see a route from the yard. Yay! Right, I do want to get over here and get to this watch point, ideally. Seems like a very good investment of time. Whether or not it was a good idea putting the lumber on the back of this thing when doing so is a different matter. That seems like a kind of a lap of foresight in my behind, but I can see it's on top of that hill. It's not that far away. I can kind of mow my way through all these trees and just kind of forcefully just pull it up the hill. Come on, I only have to get in the circle that little bit. Come on, I'm in it. Damn right. That's what we're talking about. Now I can see everything that we need to see, and I can just make our way back to the... Make our way back this way. We're going to follow the pathway. We just have to follow the road on the way back. It's pretty much a big ring road. And yeah, that's it we needed to do. That is bloody good. Pretty sure that's where we want to go, is that way. No, we have to go through the lake. Lovely. Oh, we go round the lake through the trees. We're going to go round the lake through the trees. We don't destroy the truck on the way through. Let's put that through that. Oh, get it through, get it through. That's a little streak, not that one over. Yeah. Put it off. Reverse the blighter, bring it forwards again, get it up and over this bloody pain in the arse of a hill. Right. Run a clearance, and I'm just going to go for it. Bugger it. I will go. Before we do that, go for this lake of clearly bad ideas. Now that's what we call a good decent route situation to be in. Right, we need to keep near the edge of this. I don't want to get too deep into it. I think we may have to take the long route back with the other lumber truck, because trying to do it in the other one with the big trail and tail hook, trying to do the lumber run with that is going to be a nightmare. So we might have to take the long route if we do decide to do that. We need to do another run, and we'll use the other truck for it, doing the longer route. Thankfully, there is a fueling station not too far away. Blighters, they had to make that on purposely small. Yeah, don't drown, don't drown, don't drown. Come on. Get going, get going, get going. Come on, beast. Come on. There we go, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get up on that. Get ourselves around here. take a lot more damage than what we've taken, but it's more the fuel what's worrying me, because we're using an awful lot of fuel. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. There we go, lovely, lovely. That's what we love to see. Oh, that's the fuel station. We got through the lake and then did a lot more damage to my truck by hitting another trait. These big steel monstrosities. Righty, oh, it's gonna fuel this beastie up. I'm going to get it repaired at the garage, and then we are going to make our little route back. Oh, I need more points. That and then I've got this little truck with nothing on it now. Oh, lovely. My little scout truck. Let's just throw him on behind this thing again. Right, let's make commutes then. Before we do that, let's make our little route here. That's not what I did then. That was not what I was trying to do. I was just plotting myself. Plotting my route. It's driving behind me. It should keep pace quite easily. Right, let's go to Michigan. We have got damage on this truck. We're going to drop it off, then drop it off at the other garage. Take the little tow truck behind us. Use our little scouting truck. Probably get him full of fuel and take him down to the fuel station down there. So then we can take the big truck, which has got all the other bits and bobs on it. And probably find out what we want to do with that one. Because that route, what we just took, is just not a practical route for that other truck. It's alright for this one. This one can manage it. But trying to do that with the other truck, with a trailer on the back of it, trying to get through them lakes, no chance. It will just drown the truck, unfortunately. We might be able to find a better, bigger, nastier looking truck. But that'll have to kind of be done in... probably somewhere on the map, because I'm pretty sure I've discovered all the watch points on the map, but for some reason I don't think I've got all the vehicles, but I might be wrong because I've not got the secondary garage open. So that was a little bit of a pain in the arse. The reason why I'm getting it to drive the other truck behind rather than pull it is that it's going to put more work on the engine for this truck. If we do that, it's going to cost me more in fuel to drive the other truck by doing that, which is a little bit problematic in the grand scheme of things. If I end up having to burn even extra fuel just to keep this little thing behind me moving, who's there mainly as, oh, this truck's got stuck. Let's go and take this little truck and drive it where I need it to. But we'll see. It ain't fast. It ain't pretty, but it is working, which is the main loony thing. You head up on this bit of ground here, it's not been destroyed from years and years of trucks going over it. It's probably not even years. That's probably just 1 year's worth of trucks, that, if that. God damn, this thing is just get going. She's trying to push me. She's trying to push me to the other truck. Get over that twig. Oh my god, that little tree's just causing me so much problems, right? I'm going to have to pull the other truck back out once I get this resolved. Right, there we go. So I'm not too worried if that thing gets stuck, because this thing can probably pull it out. Let's be honest about it. And because it's a lot lighter of a truck, as we've seen, it can pretty much get pulled over stuff a lot easier over the mud. Where this thing just gets sunk into the ground so much more, and it's like, oh no. But because there's nothing on that truck now, it's just like a little lightweight thing behind me. So I am planning. I was hoping to put the fuel tank on the back of it. I wouldn't have done what I did to it if I known that. So I just got. I think something nibbled me at some point today, because I got like a little nibbled spot. I would have kept it as it was because it had fuel on it. It was like, oh right, that would have been very handy. Even needed to do rescue, and that's why I was going to put a little fuel tank on the back of it, so it literally was just carrying fuel rather than repair and fuel supply, which yeah is handy, but damage isn't as much of a concern as fuel consumption is, because I could see myself being more likely to get stuck due to lack of fuel than a lack of an over amounts of damage on a vehicle. Maybe that's just me, my point of view. It's trying its hardest here to get a little bit stuck at times. Ah, swampy water. Not nice. This is not going to be a fun situation. Let's get it up over this hill. Let's get it up over this. Try to stick as close to the bank as possible, because that's probably our best bet. Let's get over. Let's get over. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's move it across onto this little bank. There we go. Lovely, lovely. That's what we love to see. Boys and girls, that's what we love to see, that when it's just cruising through the ground. It's just making its way through the dirt. Surprisingly enough, games I played, this has been one of these kind of games where I can't actually talk about anything other than the game, because my brain's so focused on not cocking up. And my mind is so kind of one point focus of like, right, I need to not cock this thing up and get it stuck. That I'm mainly just saying, right, keep going, keep going. It's kind of the most boring commentation I could really give for the game, and I do apologise for that. And it's not one of those things I really like doing. I'd rather play stuff where I can just kind of turn my brain a little. I can turn my brain off doing this, but it's not. It's bollocks. It's not the kind of game I can turn off in the sense that I can turn my mind off enough that I can think about conversation matters. My god! Epic music. Don't know why. I've done something in the game's just going, yeah, you've done something right. I was at the... Oh, that's the lumberyard. Oh my god, we've made it. We actually made it. Boys and girls, we have actually made it to the lumberyard. Wow. Bollocks! How do I, Right, I'm pretty sure I'm at the right place. Yeah, that's what we needed to do. Right, what do we actually need to do now? Because we just dropped off our load here, free of a stupid amount. Right, that's our lumber yard. We've got another lumber yard there and another fueling station there. We have got the easiest route we've done, which is that one, but I'd rather go around that way, to be fair with you. That's a fueling truck. Right, that's fine. That's, yeah, small scouting repair vehicle. That's our little Lanny. Yeah, get rid of that. Then we've got the garage back there. Not really finding anything. I think what we're gonna do, because I really want to go back. I need to go back to the garage with the beast of all beasts. This thing. Right, let's go back to the garage with this one. We end up damaging my other truck there, who's getting pulled along with us. No, no, don't pull me along with you. Go away, go away. Because I may end up having to do another little run with that truck there for our last little route, but we're going to take the other lumber yard, which is the other side, and we're going to go and try to do that with this thing. Oh my goodness gracious. With the little scouting truck who's getting himself good and truly stuck behind that truck. Get me out of the way, come on. I'm going to go back this way. Going to take the little lumber truck and get it filled up with fuel. So that thing's basically a little fueling station for this thing. Because I can imagine that's going to end up in a situation where I will need a sugar ton of fuel for this thing. We're going to head back now, and then we're going to go and grab the fuel we need. Bloody hell. Let's keep going. Keep going, keep going. I love that the little truck behind basically just pushing the trailer going, get going, get going. Because of the amount of timber this thing will be able to carry is going to be insane. But the problem is this thing ain't that powerful of a truck. Arguably what I could do is take the other truck, what I had before, use it to pull this truck and literally just have nothing on it and just use it as a powerhouse to keep this thing moving. Keep it as lightweight as possible, but no, that seems a bit boring, that. That seems too kind of rationally logical to do. Right, where do we want to go here? Oh no, boys. Where am I ended up here? I want to go there. That's that little outer ring road. No, 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 no. Get on that little path. Don't you even try it. Don't even think about it, crazy truck. See, we can get a beastly enough truck. And I mean beastly. What we could technically do is just drive across that whole open ground bit and just basically tank it across and tank it back with a heavy duty enough truck. The garage is literally through them trees, but it's a little bit like it's night time again, and I don't feel comfortable trying to drive this thing for all that at night with a trailer on the back and a truck on the back. I just see it going terribly fucking wrong. I'd rather just drive along, look for an opening, and jump on it there. Come on. Come on, Beastly. Come on, little fucking Trubby. Come on. She's there. I can see a little go. I can see a potential opportunity to get through. It's just she is seriously not liking these road condition. This condition of track. Oh, bugger. Ah, come on. It's not that bad. Oh, no. I can't see what's going on. Nope. Because it's night time, I can't see bugger all in here. Oh, I hate nighttime in this game. It is just evil. Evil! Get rid of that. Let's use the little scout truck. Scout truck to the rescue! Scout truck to the rescue. I'm just going to pull it out with the scout truck, to be honest. That might be a better option. God damn, that little pine tree is causing me some trouble. Get off! Get going. Damn, this is a dense little bit of a forest, ain't it? Bloody hell, get me. Nothing on the back of this truck, so there's no reason it shouldn't have the power, the fuel, and everything else you need just to maneuver. There we go. Ah, oh, plaggers. We got the garage back here. Is this the way to the garage, or I got? Yeah, this is the way to the garage. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait. I really could do go and saving my other truck, who is somewhere in them trees, but I think that's a... Let's do that in the daytime when I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Do I want a little trailer with a repair kit on it? Not really. I'd rather have the little fuel truck, which is what I had on it originally, with a little few extra spare supplies of stuff I could repair it with. There, innit? Just take that tree down. So yeah, I can work it out. I can't. This is so well stuck. Even reversing it out has become a little bit of a challenge. I feel like the developers purposely measured to make sure this gap was non-impossible. If anyone's foolish enough to do what I've just done, will get it. What the? Handbrake was on then. The game was like, ah, yeah, no curves in the world. Let's get that out the way. Right, let's get this out of this hellhole of a situation it's in. This is the problem, child. Right. Problem is, because the sun's down in the game, it makes it so much harder than it needs to be. So I can't technically see the middle part of my truck, which is the bit what's stuck because it's bloody night time and it infuriating. It really is infuriating and a half. Right. I think I've got this good and truly stuck, to be fair. How strong is that trait? Very strong, apparently. More stronger than what I can technically pull this thing through. What I might have to do, very, very fucking simple. Just pull it out that way. Because it's pinned between the trailer and the cart at the back. There's nothing I can do. Realistically, what you do is take the bloody trailer off, but the game's like, no. Duh. Bloody hell. That is literally it. I need to stop. That way I can always get this out, and I can then tow the bloody trailer out as it's daytime now. Sending the little truck to get the trailer for this big truck. That is my. That's my solution. Use the little truck to tow out the. Now it's getting daybreak. I can at least try to tow out the other trailer with this. I'm not saying it's going to work. And you can see it's very nicely, compactly wedged in that. Yeah, that's not a doable option, that one. Let's get this through. Reverse, drive it through. This is where I find out you can't just tow it out, and it will be like, no, you can't tow the trailer out. That would be too fucking easy. That would be an easy solution to the problem you've got currently, which is that. No, I can, thank God. Right. So we've got that so far out. Funny thing is, with a trailer like that, I could technically do the whole truck timber run with this. Which we need to do a last run. I might actually try to do that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Bloody hell. So bloody dense down here. It's insanely dense. Yeah, that's where the truck was originally getting stuck on, which was that. Let's just push that out of the way. There we go. That's where I want to see. And I can then try to tow it out with this to get it out there. So you tow that thing out, and you tow it out. Let's say, could I get the other truck in there to tow it out from that angle? Might actually be able to do that. Let's go and find out, because that thing's got a lot more power than this thing has. Change truck. Yeah, I want to change to that truck. Yeah, you're meant to go and get lumber. What are you doing? Well, I'm trying to deal with this problem with the fucking trailer. It's a little bit of a pain in the arse. I'm getting this nicely stuck, aren't I? Is this because I'm trying to do this? Oh no, I'm getting myself back from it because I'm looking at it the wrong way around. Oh, yes, we got it out. We got it out of that fucking forest. That is lovely to see. That is definitely lovely to see that. That is a lovely sign to see, and that is what we wanted to see. That's much better. Right, off we go to the fueling station on the way. Fuel these boats up. All that effort, all that work, and really for very little benefit, to be fair. But we're on the path now. We are on our merry little way, and I'm gonna try to go out, figure out where we want to go in the grand scheme of things. Fueling station, that's realistically where we want to be going, so we're gonna go boom, 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 boom. And then we just need to figure out how we get to the lumber yard from there. Once we've done that, right. We have a route, we have a path. We are going to make our way there then. Let's keep the differential lock on. I keep turning it off and off, the differential lock, because it seems to sort of help sometimes and sort of sometimes not help. I haven't really got it down in my head how to utilise it effectively. So, yeah. But hopefully this route will be the better route for us to then get a little more timber. And hopefully we can get a decent amount of timber at that. As I said, I might end up using the little trailer with the little truck behind us and just tow it along with that. Just have a load of timber on it. The problem what I might find is that it may not have enough power to do that, and we end up in a bit of a sticky situation if that is the case. So we'll just keep making our mooch. We should be alright. Bloody hell. Keep mooching, keep mooching. She'll get there when she gets there. But no, this is a really enjoyable game. I would recommend to a lot of folks who just want to have something to play and chill and kind of not really have to think a lot about what they're doing in some ways. In the sense that you're not constant. It's not a constant like your brain's not. It's like now you have down times and up times where sometimes you're just like constantly looking at it, going scratching your chin, going oh fuck, and then you got other times like now where I can finally fucking have a think and a breather. Because I'm no longer having to figure out how to get it out from a bunch of fucking trees because I'm being an idiot and going, yeah, I got stuck in a load of trees. This is, this is a really good fucking scenario. And yeah, that's, that is the situation on hand. And it's not a really good situation on hand to have. But it is what it is. And that in itself is the problematic situation you may have. And you can't really do much more than that about it. Which is kind of the unfortunate side effect of the situation you've got, which is that my brain has completely gone wandering off with one conversation and another conversation at the same time now. My brain has got really fucking confused. The wires have got fucking twisted. I wasn't expecting to play this for so long, to be honest. I was expecting to play this for like an hour or two at the most. But I've kind of got stuck into the grind of it, a little bit of the addictive nature of what this game is, and I'm not against it. I really ain't against it, but it is one of those kind of games which can just eat your fucking life away if you're not careful. It's not a bad thing if you're playing games for escapism and you're not really playing them for kind of just a little quick jump of joy or whatever. Because I think that's kind of what's been lost in a lot of modern games, to be honest, is that kind of form of escapism through the game and the experience of something what isn't what it was. So yeah, a little bit of a sad thing. Has the cloth not gone off on that? The other two had the cloth removed. Is that because I've not got close enough to it? That's like it's a big. It's one of the bigger things for timber that you grab big bundles of timber. That is, if you are stuck, use that, because that thing doesn't get stuck very easily on the map. Doesn't have a lot of fuel, doesn't have a lot of damage resistance, but it has a shit ton of mobility in the and it has a really hard time getting stuck. So if you get anything stuck, it's kind of handy for that reason. But we'll see. We are making good stead. This is what I said when I said I didn't really like the idea of... Oh, fucking river. It's a fucking river. Oh, this is going to be fun, boys and girls. Right, before we even get into this mess. First gear. And we are just going to pump the fucker through the fucking water. That is the best we can do. The other one might get dragged away if we're not careful. Constantly fight the stream, because if we get caught in this, we're going to get dragged out. Dragged away with it. Right, we need to turn right now. Turn left, turn left, turn left, because this thing is going to try to drag us down the river if we're not careful. I've been quite fortunate the stream isn't that powerful. This thing's that heavy, it ain't really doing much to us. Thing at the back, on the other hand, he might get pulled. He might, yeah, he's getting submerged. Yeah, get in there, lad. Get in there. That went a lot better than I expected, to be fair. That could have ended really badly. And it hadn't. So I am very happy with that outcome. That is a good outcome for us. We're just going to keep this moving along. Our little train of vehicles so we can get some fuel. Then we're going to go to the lumberyard. And hopefully from there we can then get the lumber back to the potential location with the appropriate amount. We need technically 5 timber. I know the minimum we can carry at the moment is 6 potentially. But we should be alright looking at it. The only problem what we might have is getting back. It's going to be a bit of a pain. This route doesn't seem too terribly bad, to be honest, in comparison to the other route where we're not having to go for a little lake. But that's just to the fuel station. We've got a lot more to go through yet. So we'll have to see. That's the biggest problem on this, is if you start getting into a situation where you have to drive through lakes and water, as you can see now, it's a little bit difficult, simply because you're dealing with high volumes of water. You can end up getting very easily stuck in these things, and that is precisely what's going to happen here if we're not careful. Get me out of this. This is bad. This is bad. I can see it digging. Come on. Differential lock off. Differential lock on. Differential off lock. Differential on. What I may end up doing here is, like I did last time, is take... Yeah, we're going to do that. Change vehicles. Get me out of there. I'm going to try to use this to nab a route through a little bit easier. This thing won't sink as much, but it will still sink to a certain degree. There we go. Let's get a Moochie on up the hill. We're going, we're going, we're going. And there we go, there's solid ground. Right, so this right hand side is where all the solid ground is. Yeah. Move the other truck back out over here in a minute or two. Let's just get this thing over there and get the fuel in the blighter. You know, I don't really need fuel on this thing. It's the other thing what needs for fuel. I'm going through wetlands again, which you don't really want to do. Might have to use this as an anchor point for the other truck before we do anything else. So what I'm going to do is leave him as an anchor point over here. Because it ain't stuck here, that's for sure. Actually, leave that anchor point there. Because I'm not having to pull the other one along now, that makes this a little easier for us, but we can see where it is. She'll mow her way through the dirt, this thing. It's doing it quite happily. But a little scouting truck behind us is, yeah, it's done its part. Come on, come on. Away, little brain, little brain, little brain, I say. Away, little brain, little brain, little brain. Keep your little brain working, boy. It's going to keep mooching along. We are making plenty of time. The reason why I put that where I did is it's a little anchor point for this if I need it, which I might, looking at how deep this is getting dug in. It's digging through here quite merrily. There we go. We're on solid ground now. At least solider ground, which may be the better terminology. There we go, fueling station. What I may do is take the little scouting truck ahead and get it to get eyes on what the hell we're dealing with here. I'll change trucks back to this little bugger. Right, take the end of that truck, pin it to the front of that truck, and then there we go. Like magic, I say, like magic. Now here's the question, boys and girls. Do we be naughty and try to use the shortcut and go for the trees, which I really think is a stupid idea thinking about it, just to save ourselves some time to get to that logging mill site, or do we do the smart thing and go the long way? I think going the long way is probably going to be the better option for us and just try to skim through here, if I'm going to be all honest with you, and then get through there. Right. Yeah, this should be an interesting situation to be in. Hey, well, we're getting to drive most of the roads on this map. We're not taking the same easy basic route of going, well, we did that route. And I'm like, oh, let's try this route. That's it. I'm gonna have to take that other route on the way back because this route I'm taking is technically actually I think is a lot harder in some ways, but that might be me just because I've took like the nippy round route to try to get to the fuel station rather than taking the big main road like this, which is the easiest route you can take, is these big heavy routes. We'll see. We'll get to Logan site, then I'll look at the road system and see what's what and make my mind up from there. Because when you got roads like this, the big off-roading roads, which are the big trawling routes, you're all right. It's luring me into the believing that there's a way through there, isn't it? I'm gonna. What I'm gonna actually do is take the little truck and get him through there. I'm gonna switch to this one and do it with this. I'm gonna see how easy it is to do it first with this little truck and see if it's doable. If I can do it in this little truck, and I don't think it's too much of a hassle to do it with the big truck, then we'll bring the big truck through. But we'll use this as a scouting truck because this thing can get through the trees quite easily. But I need to first see if there's a route doable in the big truck. So far, I'm not seeing. I'm not got a lot of. No, just no. I can already tell you no. We'll bring this through, so I don't have to drive this all the way around that other route. Makes the life a little easier. It's alright for our little scouting truck, but our big truck new. Oh, come on. It's a twig. It's a twig. It's a twig. It snaps so easy, man. Get over there. Run over mushrooms. Yeah, yeah. Right. Back into my truck. Get it up there. These angles are... Oh, no, not nighttime again. Not when I'm going through... Every time. So you're going to go through trees? Nighttime! Get over it. Nope. That's not what I wanted, is it, boys and girls? Full right hand turn. There we go. Get it over there. Get it over there. Get it over there. And there we go, boys and girls. Yeah, as I said, we are not bringing the trailer through this. This is just too dense for the trailer truck to get through. Maybe we didn't have the trailer on the back of the truck, then yeah. And yeah, it would save me a lot of time, as we can see here. But that is just too dense as a practical option. So we're just going to go back to the other truck. We'll park this up on the road here. Right. Go back to this one. We'll take the long route now. F1, we want to go... Where's our best bet? That looks like our best bet is the... To then get onto the... To then get probably back there. To then go there. To then go there. Then we'll, I know I'm going from there. Right, let's have a look. See. Can we have the lights on? Ooh, flipping it. Floodlights on. Nice. I can sort of see what's in front of us now for a little bit longer. So the problem what we've got is that trailer on the back. Yeah, it's a massive benefit to me because it means I can carry a hell of a lot more timber. But it comes with the massive consequence of I'm going to get stuck in trees if I'm not smart about this. And of course, I'm doing this at the middle of the bloody game's night cycle. So visibility at the back of the truck's even worse than it was. Yeah, that was a heck of a lot easier. That's what we're talking about. Come on, Beastly. They ain't move quick. They don't move very quick at all. But what they do is move effectively on terrain. Most vehicles would get stuck on it, and most vehicles wouldn't be able to carry the same amount of bloody resource and materials these things are carrying. Come on. Turn that differential lock off for a little bit. Turn it back on again. Get it going again. See, part of the game's theory is that you don't use off-road all the time. You're meant to kind of switch to make as much efficiency out of your fuel consumption as possible, because you may be short on fuel. So doing what I'm doing when I'm driving around with off-road and all these things on presents a problem because you're eating a lot more fuel. You're burning up you're wearing the engine out more because you're having to use these features. And that in itself is a problem because you start basically wearing out the engine quicker, and it results in you consuming a hell of a lot more fuel. See, what we can do on the way back is go across that open land we saw before, the mossland. The theory behind that is because if I use the truck without the tail on the back of it, we can get across this bit of ground here to get to the timber yard. Not really the best solution, I will admit. Because we got to get it back there. 3 of 8. Looking at it, our best bet. Flapping out. Yeah, it is going to be probably coming back this way for these wiggly waggly routes and just taking this main route. Would be to go on here and then just book it across the... I can do that, but with the trailer, I know, because we got stuck so easily and we were just here. That's going to be a nightmare to do if we don't do it. If we do it with this, because this thing with the trailer on the back is not got the kind of that kind of ability to drive on that terrain effectively. So what we'll do is we'll take the trailer off the back of this. I'll not so much get rid of it, but we'll leave it back at main at the timber yard if we need to, and then we will drive it there. That's what we wanted. Right, let's keep mooching, keep mooching, keep mooching. Let's make our way there, and we should be all right. Right and dandy, I say. Roy and dandy. What we need to do is go all the way down to there, and then we are going to be, once I'm there, we're going to go down to the lumberyard down here. That's it we need. I just need those two markers so I know when I'm turning left, basically. Because I have a paranoid feeling I'm going to end up in a situation where I won't be able to tell the road's ended and I'll be getting myself stumped. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Should be a little smoother sailing than it has been now, because we're not really trying to do anything daft. We're mainly just trying to follow the route and all the rest of it, so... We should find it a little easier now. Unfortunately, the little scout truck behind us can't carry any timber either, so it'd be like three vehicles of timber. It's mainly meant to be used as a, oh, your vehicle's got stuck, go and use this to get it out of those situations if it needs fuel or if it's been damaged beyond the point of repair. I'm just taking it onto myself to basically bring it along with me as like an extra fuel tank, because it's light. It's a little extra work, but not that much extra work, and it's a good skeleton vehicle, as I said. I didn't really like using the Land Rover for scouting because it's not that it's not quick as such. It's more like it's so easy to get stuck unless you're going between trees, and then it's so easy to get stuck in between the trees. It's just like it's a good vehicle, but it has its limitations. Its limitations are what frustrate me more than anything. Don't need the differential lock on this road. It's too nice. Not I don't really need it. Yeah, there we go. On a nice bit of track here. So and then back on. Yeah, nice bit of road, and then it's like straight back into kind of mud. You want nice roads, go and play Euro Truck Driver. Yeah, that's true. True. That would be the answer to those situations, wouldn't it? Oh bloody hell! Let's keep moving. Keep moving. It's down here. She's ticking along nicely. My poor Garage hasn't slept for like this is like his third or fourth day. So he's just having a mental... I think that's why that's shaking so much. My guy's having a mental breakdown. It's like, there's meant to be a sleeping mechanic in the game. I'm just like, nah, I don't need sleep. She's just like, yeah, fair enough, you nutter. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Yeah, you're only going like, you got litres per thingy, but you've actually not got a... you kind of can try to work out the speed from up there for like meters per second, if you wanted to, or meters per minute, and try to calculate it. But you're not really going quick, that's for sure. I could try to do the mathematical equation, but the numbers are moving a little quicker than I'm comfortable with trying to work out the difference. Basically, you take two distances, then work out what the distance is travelled within a certain set of time, and that gives you your your amount of distance travelled. Then I think what you do is you divide that by, you work out what that time would be within. If you're doing miles per hour, you'd have to work out what that would be within an hour, travelling at the set time you've set between the distances. Do a little bit of maths here, man. A little bit of maths. But to be asked to do that is beyond me. I need a pen and paper to write it all up. Are we almost there? Are we almost to the second lumber yard? Yes, we are. That I think is where we're meant to use the other lumber. That big, the big truck we saw with the claw arms. That's what we're meant to use that for. Is right there. This is where I find out if I want to use it, I'm going to have to go and get it to then use it on the truck. I have a really uncomfortable feeling that's what the game will want me to do, and I really don't want to do that, to be honest with you. Right, boys and girls. Now we've got our timber, and I mean our timber. Bloody hell, we haven't got the big timber. We've only got the little timber because we don't have a big enough vehicle for the big timber. I think the other one can take medium-sized timber, but not the big timber. Why do I have a bad feeling my truck's falling over? Oh, yes, it is. No. Oh no, don't tell me the game crashes when you crash the truck. No, thank God, no. Right, we're going to have to let go of that and very quickly figure out a lanking point of... What? I can't tow hook it? Or do I have to turn the engine on? Thankfully... we have the little truck here. The little truck, what could and will do is save the day. We'll get it up over there and then pull it over. Hopefully we can pull it over. Keyword, hopefully. This thing ain't designed for this job. I can tell you that for sure. Problem is the tow on this works off the vehicle. That presents a bit of a problem for us, boys and girls. You may be asking, how does that present a problem? Very simple. We are not strong enough to knock this over. Am I wrong? Are we actually doing it? We have actually done it. She lives! She lives, I say. She lives. Jesus crikey. So far we've had to rescue this truck twice. I could save the timber. You know what I say? I can't be arsed. Unless the game forces me to be arsed, and then screw it. Let's try this again, boys and girls. Hopefully this time I don't just tip over the vehicle because of a slight ingrain. That is not a good sign when that happens, is it, really? Jesus crikey. Ooh, bloody hell. Right. Do we go for it, boys and girls? Should we take the risk of trying to get this heavy arse vehicle across this just to save us some time? We know there's a route there, a safe route, which we have took. And if we come out here, we could potentially avoid swampland. I don't think it's worth it. I really don't see how it's worth it. What I do see worth doing is just the standard bloody follow the route. Oh, that's the max amount of ones we can have. Right, that's fine. Right, let's get mooching, boys and girls. Let's get mooching. Ooh, hey. We have got the fuel vehicle behind us, full of fuel, so I'm not too worried that we're going to run out of fuel. As long as we can keep the fuel monster behind us. Oh my god, I am so worried now of this thing of this thing just falling over and losing all that timber again. I'm like, oh no, please don't. Please don't, game. Please. Please. Please don't do this to me again. We're in second gear, so we are making decent stead for ourselves. Oh, canister or something. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. This is meant to be a fire extinguisher, which is really odd to have it on the external of the vehicle, but that might be the case. Just because if it is a fire, you probably want to have it on the outside, not inside the cabin. If you're inside the cabin and it's on fire, you jump the fuck out and run. That's where I set it out, because it's probably going to go bang at that point. No, you're in real deep trouble, especially when it's a diesel if it's on fire, because it's like, ooh, fuck, diesel doesn't burn real easy. No, it doesn't. It works on the compression normally. Right. So trying to light it on fire, not a good idea. No, better off with petrol for that. But you don't make petrol cars because you need the torque out of a diesel, so most trucks are diesel. So, yeah, when you have fire on a truck, it's a little bit worrisome. It's like, yeah, not good. With the British government, we're like, yeah, let's get rid of diesel. We don't like diesel. It's bad for the environment. It's not. It's not bad for the environment. It isn't good for the environment. Don't get me wrong. But when you were saying, well, we want to use petrol or electric, and the problem is electricals work on the electric grid, and the grid can't supply the amount of electricity necessary for everyone in the UK to have electric cars, and let alone that the way they produce electricity is still a lot of it's not environmentally friendly. Yes, they do have windmills, but they still do massive amounts of coal power plants, which use natural resources like coal and gas to produce electricity, the same as oil power plants and all sorts of other lovely forms of productive ways of making power, which aren't really that environmentally fucking friendly. And then you've got to fire it down a big cable, have a load of resistances, then that electricity has to then be producing batteries what aren't really environmentally safe. But hey ho, the wet dream of idiots is, oh yes, it's environmentally friendly just so they can feel good about themselves. They can keep doing that, right? Actually understanding what environmentally friendly actually means. But hey ho, and then keep looking at diesel people going, oh, it's not environmentally friendly diesel. Yet you can grow diesel and also be basically used catalyst converters to basically treat diesel quite easily. Due to its more raw format, you have different ways of treating it. It's not as refined as petrol, so it has to be treated in a different manner. Yeah, let's not follow my arrows because I think I was a bit of an idiot with the way I've put that down. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Right, move that one we're on to the, because let's be honest, I ain't going out there to get that one. That's for sure. There'll be all the eco warriors going, eco warriors, and then basically getting really upset. You know, it is funny in America at the moment with the Donald Trump supporters being as mad as the fucking left wing nutters were when it all kicked off, and it's like, yeah, you're as bad as each other, you cringe lords. You've done a fantastic job of making yourselves very entertainingly amusing for the rest of the world. So I don't know what we're going to do on the way back. I don't know if I want to use this truck or the other truck just with timber and have nothing with it and just run it. I think I will try to run this truck without, if I need to. This is the key thing is, I don't know. I've got 6 logs here. If I can get this back to the lumberyard, we're beating this level, we're beating this stage, which is good. It means I don't have to do 3 runs. I've only had to do 2 runs. One run, which was the initial run, and then the second run, which is a different run, but a lot harder in a different way, which is kind of like, well, I've got a heavier. I just love that little scout truck is literally spends its time just basically rear-ending this truck, going move quicker, and it's like why do you keep telling it? Because that's why. It helps when it's needed at times. It's like just shoving this truck along, going, get going you fat lob. But no, it's one of those subject matters I find rather interesting because I'm on a bit of a chill moment now. I can kind of focus more on just driving the truck on a basic easy route rather than going, oh, let's go for a fucking idiotic route, which is just like, why are you doing that? It's like, why are you not using the main route? It's like, no, that's the easy way of doing this game. Let's do the stupid way of playing the game, the idiot way. Come on, Beastly. Gearing is a real problem there because the gearing's not been doing smoothly when it's in automated. You can lose power and get stuck. It can get stuck very easily and sunk into the ground if you're not careful. It's not a good sign, that. But no, in the environmental matters, a lot of people forget this is when they talk about electric cars and go, well, it's the future, it's environment. Problem you've got is batteries aren't that environmentally fucking good for the environment because they're made of an acid of really fucking highly unstable chemical. That way you have a very unstable electrons, which when you throw fucking aggressive electrons in there to put movement in these chemicals, they're unstable. That's why they're usually acids. This then results in a highly volatile material being stored in a material, having to be stored in a container that can contain this vile fucking material to then be used as, for your power source. So you're mining up all these ores and minerals up to make this chemical to then put in a very heavily expensive fucking container to then pump electricity in it, and it only has the electrical value power of that chemical, how long that chemical stays reactive and in a format which allows it to continue doing it. They have made massive improvements on this, so it's not as problematic as it used to be, but it's still nowhere near what you need to be, in my own fairness, in my own opinion. And that's where my problem lies with electric cars, is that the core element is, yes, the motors are more environmentally friendly than an engine, but you go, well, a car has a core battery. Yeah, it has a core battery, but it only has one core battery. This thing has hundreds of core batteries, and the batteries have a limited lifespan, and then on top of that, then have to be exposed and got rid of. And all the environmental damage that does is far more significant than what a petrol car does, in my opinion. Because you go, oh well, it's using electricity, that can be environmental. It is, as long as the electricity you're producing is environmentally safe. And the whole infrastructure which we use for electricity and providing electricity is really inefficient because we fire it down big cables with high amounts of resistance on, and that produces a lot of wastage. And then we have to go from AC to DC, direct current to. I always forget the fucking other terminology for the fucking other one. I only ever remember DC because of the fucking man who, I think it was Thomas Edison, who was electrocuting elephants with it, and was trying to say, well, indirect current, which is basically fluctuates, is the better option. So you kind of got into this scenario of like, well, realistically, you're trading out the evils of, well, I'm not the one putting the fuel in the tank, I'm just the one plugging it in. So the fuel's getting put in at a big power station, and there is a load of other fucking factors. Oh, we've got a problem, Houston. Yeah, this is interesting. All right. No. So the real end result problem you have is the technology isn't environmental. It's been sold as something it ain't, and people are buying into it because people are a little bit gullible and don't really understand what environmentalism is in a lot of ways. And I'm not going to sit in and say I don't understand environmentalism myself, really. No, I don't. But I do have a good grasp on like how you really should be looking at things as environmentally effective, because I had to learn this stuff, surprisingly enough, out of my actual education, which may seem really odd for people that, somebody got an education in the UK which actually gave them quite a good understanding of things most folks don't actually have an understanding of very well, which is to do with, well, when you're talking about, like, we could have slipped through there, to be honest, but, oh well. Then we've got the River, the Forge again. Oh, yes. And from there, it's basically a straight up route. Just follow the road then after this. That is pretty straightforward from this point onwards. You've got a kind of a good understanding, because it was part of my studies that I had to understand the environmental impact of a product throughout its whole lifetime, not just the end use, not the consumer part, but the actual overall aspect of environmental impact. And it kind of brought up a different way of looking at things in an environmental aspect. It's like eco-friendly light bulbs and loads of other fucking products out there which are so-called environmentally friendly, which they aren't. But most people don't think of a product in the sense of environmental impact beyond the point of consumerism. They're only looking at it from, well, I'm using it, then it's not causing environmental damage when I'm using it, then I'm doing the good. But forgetting that all the other damage it's doing before and after they own it, in the construction and manufacture of the product, as well as the cost and use of exposing, getting rid of it. And all these factors are kind of, oh, you son of a... Don't you do this to me, you sod. But people don't consider that, and a lot, I don't blame people for not considering that, because it's not something I would say most folk would know about. It's actually... most folk won't consider it, not because they don't mean to or being like small-minded. It's because most people aren't ever introduced to the idea of thinking about that. And even if you are, you're not always going to be aware of every fact and information available to that, which is basically you're not going to know every fucking stage of a material's lifespan and how it's going to behave and how it's going to how it's developed and made. There are shows out there to tell people, but it's not like it's very interesting unless you kind of have an interest in that. And realistically, that's kind of putting ownership on the consumer to know all this stuff, rather than putting ownership on laws and things in place to kind of say, well, if you actually want to be environmentally friendly, you kind of need to push it in by law. You can't really push it in by saying, well, you need to do it. It's the consumers who control that. It's like, not really. A consumer at the end of the day is only going to buy what they can afford. And the way the culture and the way people are nowadays, consumerism is so fucking problematic that you can't really turn around and say, well, it's the consumer's fault because they want to buy a product. And it's like, well, yeah, they want to buy a product because that's consumerism. The need and the want kind of getting very confused between the two. There's a really kind of awkward line between the two that you can't really work out which one's which anymore. That what is want and what is consume become kind of a very vague and fucking hard line to see the difference of. You can very much see this with the ongoing console fucking issues with what they call the scalpers. And realistically, the scalpers aren't doing anything. They're not doing anything legally wrong as such, but they're exploiting this mentality. They're exploiting this kind of culture, which has festered this allowance for. It's been around since fucking capitalism in a sense, where the idea of demand can then be controlled by the product. So if you interfere with the allowing people to have something and then charge extra by you controlling what's out there and available, you are technically you're putting yourself as a third party who can control these things. And it's not too much of a problem when people look at it and say, oh, it's just a console, oh, it's just a toy, oh, it's just a phone, oh, it's just blah, blah. What happens when it becomes food? What happens when it becomes something what's an actual need, when you've got people scalping out the actual things people need? And this has happened in history and happened in the past. This is not a new concept. Well, this could go really ugly very quickly, boys and girls. That's why I'm quieting down a little bit. Come on, Beastly. I just realised there's actually more than one gear. There's like, oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't even know there was like crawl gears. I'd just been like, oh, like floating finger. Oh my god, those don't make so difference in the world. It's changed my world because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'll admit it, I'm an idiot. I fucking forgot about that as a mechanic, and he probably told me in a written format, and I was just like, I don't read, I'm an idiot, and I'm just gonna learn by doing it. But hey ho, I'm a dumbass. There's probably about loads of people who've been on this going, why is it not doing that? Why is it that? Stuck and thinking in the grey colour fix that problem. What is doing it wrong? I'm sorry I'm doing it wrong. I'm not as good at the game as you are. Yeah, use that to tow this thing along now. I've just got, right, let's get back with that. So it. Oh, bloody hell, this thing's eating fuel like no man's business, though. It shouldn't take me much longer to get this done. Oh, my phone's running out of power. That's... No, don't go into fucking super power save mode, because that basically means you just turn everything off and go, ha. You don't need to use me now. I'm no longer not even in a format of... It's a really cool idea what Hawaii made, which is like if you need your phone to go into like a ultra sat power save mode, which basically turns off all the features. The problem that you've got is I don't need that because it's not a phone anymore. It's more just a fucking like glorified MP3 player because I used it as a phone and killed it like 2 of them and went, nah, you're not very good. Bought a different phone and got myself a little Motorola, which is still kicking about quite happily, and I'm still using it. And I'm like, I've got like an itchy need to change my phone, and I'm like, I don't need to change my phone. My phone's working, but I've never actually owned a phone. My only phone that's lasted me longer was with the first phone I bought, and I drowned that one, and that lasted me 2 years. This one's lasted me about, I think it is getting up to a year to 2 years now, this little Motorola. And that's why I'm itching to change it, because I'm like, oh, I'm not killed it in 6 months. I usually get a new phone every 6 months because I keep killing them. Don't ever buy expensive ones, I buy 100 quid ones because I kill them. It's like, I can't afford nice phones. And the thing is, I got this Hawaii one, it's the most expensive phone I bought, and it's crap. It's like, I spent more money on this than I spent on any of my other phones, and it's the crappiest one I bought. It was like, this thing is so crap. I'm like, why did I buy it? I got it on fucking contract with my phone company, and it was just like, this thing is appalling. Thankfully, this time round, I'm going up for my contract again in the new year, and I'm like, hell no, not buying a phone this time on the contract. As much as the shiny new, I don't need one. I've got literally 2 fucking phones. I've got my old one, which I've not really used. I used it as a spur, but I got to the point where it was like the Motorola 8.9. So I was like, right, get rid of keep the Motorola. I've kept the Motorola kicking around. It hasn't died yet, and the Hawaii I got to a point where I was like, right, the Hawaii's not good. The Motorola ain't dying, so I take the Hawaii out and use it because I'm probably going to kill the Hawaii before I kill the Motorola. Not even using it as a phone, just as an MP3 player for work and play while doing stuff. And yeah, I haven't actually managed to kill either one yet. I put them both in cases to help me not drop and break them that way, but still, I'm like, any little scratch or imperfection, like, yes, use that as an excuse. I've yet to kill the mic, to be all honest with you, which is what that's usually my form of murder of phones, is water. Usually watching them while having a bath, or, situations where they get wet with my hands wet and I just kill the speaker. I've damaged the Motorola speaker quite a bit, but not to the point where I'm like, it sounds like a fucking tin can with a bee in it. So it's still kind of kicking around, but once that speaker is completely not fudged, I will do. I don't know if the mic was working or I was having issues because I never really call anyone. So the mic might be going on it, and I wouldn't know because I don't call anyone or talk to anyone. If it is, I'll be like, right, I need to get a new phone because the microphone's gone, but it's hard to really check. I could probably do it audio recording and check it that way, which I might do, considering that I need to check the phone's functionally working. So yeah. Anyway, how much further we got to go here? We've got miles to go, haven't we? Yeah. Why is this all greyed out? Is that because there's no watchtowers and I've literally driven all the road? I'm not going exploring looking for a vehicle. I'm sorry, but I'm not looking for a vehicle. We are going to deliver this timber, and then I'm going to call it there for this stream, because I've been quite quiet for a lot of this beginning stream, more because I'm just trying to get my head into the game and get around it. Now I'm not actually having to think about how to play the game, and I'm just chillaxing and enjoying the aspect of what the game is. Look at that bloody wheel. Look at them wheels. Ooh, speechless. Get over it. I can actually chill and think about stuff, but it's one of those things for me. It's kind of like, I'm in no mass rush to sort my phones out at the moment. I'm like, they're working. I'm happy with them. They are functionally fucking capable working devices, so good. And I really don't want to be wasting money. I already waste enough money on stupid things as it is. I don't really want to waste it on any more stupid stuff. But damn right, this fuel tank on this thing is just being drained, right and truly being drained. What I may end up having to do is do a truck. If I don't have enough fuel in that little rear truck behind us to fill this up, what I may end up having to do is steal fuel out of the big fueler and grabbing fuel in that and taking it and filling this up with that. We'll see. It is literally at over half of its fuel, just basically driving it from the lumberyard for timber. Because it's just like so much more work on the engine. It's just like the engine's like, oh, you're making me work. It's like, yeah, I'm making you. Oh, I don't want to work. It's like, goddamn fucking engine. And it is just a bit of a pain in the butt, but it works. It works enough that I'm happy. It's my guy wearing camo pants. Yeah, very strange looking camo pants. I can't identify what camouflage that is meant to be. It's like fucking painter's fucking camouflage pants. It's meant to be like Arctic camo. I don't know. I can't really work it out from here. If I go in first person, I might be able to. Can I go in first person and look at his legs? Nope. Games like that, nope. Gentleman is looking rather like he's gone through. He's like, I've been places, man. I've seen things. But we'll see. We'll see how far we can go here before I run out of bloody fuel at this rate. Come on. Surprisingly enough, the little scout truck's been driving along with us the whole time, pushing this bloody truck along as well, helping. But even so, it's like, oh, not good. Not good at all. I was about to say, it actually gives me a time of played and an amount of time played, but I can't see where that is. We're in red fuel now. The game's going, you're using too much fuel up, lad. Problem is, if I don't use auto fucking drive, it's so much slower, and I'm just like, ugh. We'll turn off all wheels and we'll turn the diff lock off as well. Hopefully that'll help with fuel consumption a little bit more. No, we need the diff lock needs to stay on. He's getting a little too stuck. I'm going to have to play a little bit smarter with the fuel consumption now from this point on. Otherwise, we're going to have all this timber on the back of a truck and I will not be able to utilise it. Damn, this thing doesn't have a... It has a lot of fuel, but he drinks like a fucking pain in the arse. Don't fall over. Really, don't fall over at this point. I really will be upset if you fall over now. Right, we'll keep moving, keep moving, keep mooching. As I didn't knock that over. And that power line dash com line. It's a bit harder because you used to use the telephone line as also your fucking power line. And so what the? Crazy. Hopefully we're not that far off where we need to be now. We should make it with what we've got reserve and supply wise. What the hell is that? Oh, is that meant to be? I did not notice that before. The giant rock key mounting thing. Jesus. That shows you how much focus I am on like the dirt and the ground and all the rest of it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I need to be focused on. Bugger it. Burn double the fuel. We need to get through this area a little quicker because this is taking too long. Get up the hill, come on. Come on. Let's go. Anyway, I might play another live stream of this and see if I can get an online match, because I imagine this online would be quite interesting to play. A lot more than the single player, but I'd imagine it's one of those. I'd rather play with a Discord mic and play with random people. Might be a wee difficult to do without, talking to strangers with a mic while playing this would be a bit of an unusual one, because you'll be having playing for an hour of nattering with people who probably all going to be truck fanatics, and I'll be sitting there going, I don't know anything about trucks, I just like playing this game because it's quite relaxing. Don't fall over. Not this close to the end. Come on. Actually, no. We'll go through the. I need to. I'm so close to the end. Come on. I can see the truck lights. Oh yes, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. You're so close to the end now. Come on, Beast, you can make it. You've gone so far and done so much. You even fell over and been saved by the little rescue truck who we bring along. He's done all of it. I will remind people, that little truck, that little fucking truck, has done all this with these two big trucks, and has pulled along and done as much work as these two big ones have done. And it's done it quite merrily and happily along with them. And hasn't got itself too stuck at any point. Damn right. Grids unlocked. I missed one of the grids unlocked. I found all of them. I don't know. I didn't auto unlock the other garage because it didn't really tell or explain that to me, which is the only thing I failed. I don't know what that's meant to be. Am I meant to grade it, or is that what fucking rate I got? Return the menu. Continue to play. No, return the menu. But that's Mud Runners. That's me just doing the tutorial on the first fucking mission. And my god, that was a bloody pain in the arse in a lot of ways. As you can see, there was a few different islands. We have that. I don't know. I don't think. No. Yeah, I went there and did that one. We've already done that mission. Oh, sugars! I didn't mean to click on that. I will exit this. Yeah, we have all our trucks that exit. Yeah, but that is Mud Runners. I would recommend it if you want something chill to play. It is free currently. What's this? The live stream's gone up on Epic Games for free. If not, I don't know what the value will be because it depends on what time period of the time space continuing you are in. Yeah, I'll be a bit of a fucking nerd, whatever. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I may live stream probably tomorrow, most likely Sunday. I've been able to live stream quite a bit this week due to not being in work, but I don't know if I will be able to continue that behaviour next week. We'll see. I need to get a habit down to live stream a bit more. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's everything I can say for this.